Sedalia mother Krista Paget took to Facebook after her 14-year-old son came home saying he was threatened and harassed in Lebanon after a basketball game. At first, parents thought it was Lebanon high school students that were doing the harassing, but after an investigation from Lebanon police, they discovered that the teens did not live in Lebanon. But this one post got 605 likes, 591 shares, and 339 comments. A lot of comments hinting that there may still be an issue in Lebanon. Krista Paget said she was, quote, mad, hurt, and plain disgusted after she says people yelled racial slurs at her son after his basketball game.
Well, I was concerned for his safety and well-being and how it was, affecting him and how it was going to affect him in the future.
One Lebanon resident took to Facebook after the incident happened, saying, quote, this is a joke. Sounds made up if you ask me. I'm sure something may have happened, but I doubt to the extent this woman is saying. And, to be honest, y'all are making yourselves look ridiculous and pathetic. It's crazy how us white didn't act a fool when Obama got elected, but now Trump gets elected, colored people start pulling out the racist card. One longtime resident says attitudes like that aren't new.
My husband, one time a few blocks from our home, was called a derogatory name. He is an African immigrant, and so the N-word has come out probably more than once, but once that we know of.
To the extent that I think it exists everywhere, I think that racism exists here.
Abdullahi says this is because of the city's demographics. The current U.S. Census says Lebanon's population is 94% white, 1.3% black, 0.7% Asian, 2.4% two or more races, and 2.6% Hispanic or Latino. And it's not just racism. Abdullahi says she is not accepted for being a Muslim.
I have been told to go back where I came from,
even though she's from the town. Abdullahi's example isn't the only one of religious hate. A teacher from Lebanon High School shared this article to her Facebook, titled Burned Alive While Unarmed, Christians, with the caption, quote, for all you Christian haters, this is what Muslims with guns did to unarmed Christians. They used gasoline and just burned them alive, merciless. That sparked some complaints, but Lebanon Public Schools says it cannot comment on the specific issue. But J.C. Overstreet, Director of Communications, says, quote, Lebanon R3 school board policies do not condone discriminatory behavior by staff or students, and the district takes appropriate action with staff or students if these policies are violated in connection to school activities or job responsibilities. Ray says articles like this are reinforcing hate.
Hate's hate. And if you're sharing things on social media or even in day-to-day conversation that you don't know are true, you're just, acting as a sound box for somebody else, that's not okay.
Abdullahi says the recent national election has made things worse in Lebanon.
They will drive around with Confederate flags and Trump flags, and for example, we had a rally at the city council the other day regarding a racist incident that happened in town, and they will drive by in their big trucks and blow black smoke on us.
But she still has hope for Lebanon.
I think Lebanon is a great city. I think it's got a lot of potential. I just hope that in the future it can continue to move forward.
I feel like change is very possible, but again, education, it starts at home, and education is the key.
As for the situation with the Sedalia basketball team that sparked so much online outrage and brought me to Lebanon, the Lebanon basketball team did apologize. The Sedalia Smith Cotton basketball team posted this on their Facebook page, saying, quote, the Lebanon boys basketball team and coaches wish the Tigers good luck and apologize on behalf of the community for the incident that happened last week after their game. The U.S. is spending around $1.3 billion on remedial classes yearly. In Missouri, students are spending millions of dollars on classes they should have taken in high school.
You guys got 3 semesters before you're done and you're going to be getting a job.
Most college students stick to a strict schedule in order to graduate on time.
CPT 1 and 2 will be the first 2 8-week classes.
Only to find out some need to fulfill remedial classes.
In fact, a recent study from the Center for American Progress found that 46% of first-time students in Missouri enroll in remedial classes. Here's a look at some of the colleges and universities in the area. At MU, 323 students are enrolled in one remedial math course offered. Central Methodist University has 4 sections of computer-assisted pre-algebra with 81 students, and Moberly Area Community College has 958 students enrolled in one or more developmental courses. One educator says students are not as motivated to finish their degree if they have to take additional courses.
Electronic class.
Well, one of the things that research has shown about developmental education is that students who place into developmental education and are required to take 1 or 2 additional courses before they become eligible to sit for the college level course, whether that be Composition 1 or college algebra, what oftentimes happens is that those students lose momentum.
These remedial courses add up.
It's costing Missouri students $27,269,000.
The report calls remedial or developmental classes, quote, a systematic black hole for students, making it less likely for them to graduate. One way to get out of the desk is to start education early, really early.
Birth, absolutely. I think reading is where it begins. That's one of our first steps. Our first goals as a district is to have students reading on grade level by the time they get to 3rd grade.
Because according to Fisher, if the community is better educated, it will thrive.
All of our communities are going to benefit. People individually are going to benefit because they have more options. They'll have more. They'll be more employable. Our businesses will benefit because they will have a stronger workforce to pull from. Our economy will be better. People will be making more money. So yeah, it's certainly something that all of us should be concerned about, and all of us should take an interest in and do what we can.
Moberly Area Community College says it's also looking at more than just one test score before it places students in these classes. Other measures it's looking at include high school GPA and date of graduation.